Hello students, welcome to Priya classes. Today we will discuss about the British in Bengal or conquest of Bengal. Bengal was one of the richest province. The East India Company set up its factory in Bengal on the banks of river Hooghly in 1651. But when it violated trade rules, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb turned hostile, declared war on company and defeated its forces. Later, Aurangzeb permitted the company to trade duty free in return for the annual payment. This right was later formalized again by the Mughal ruler Farrukh Shir. This meant that the traders could import and export goods from Bengal without paying any tax. This resulted in a tremendous loss of revenue for the Bengal government. By 1696, it started fortifying the settlements. In 1698, the East India Company acquired zamindari rights over three villages, Sutnauti, Govindpur and Kalikata, which later developed into Calcutta or Kolkata as it is known today. During the early 18th century, the conflict between the East India Company and Nawab of Bengal started intensifying as various company officials carried on illegal private trade on their own without paying duty. After the death of Aurangzeb, the Bengal Nawabs began ruling almost independently, though they never formally broke ties with the Mughals. Murshid Quli Khan, Alivardi Khan, and Sirajud-Dowla tried to keep the power of the East India Company and its officials in check. They refused to grant concessions to the company, demanded huge amounts of tribute for its right to trade, and stopped it from extending its fortification. This led to a war between the Nawab of Bengal and East India Company. Now, Battle of Plassey. Sirajud-Dowla was the last independent Nawab of Bengal. He tried to enforce taxes on trade and ordered the East India Company to stop fortifications in Calcutta. But Robert Clive bribed some of the important members of Sirajud-Dowla's court, including the General Mir Jafar. Then the British refused to listen to Siraj's warning. Then Sirajud-Dowla attacked the English factory of Qasim Bazar and captured Calcutta in 1756. Clive, who then led the British army to battle Sirajud-Dowla's forces. The battle was fought on the field of Plassey in 1757 and the Nawab was defeated. Though he escaped from the battle, he was later assassinated. The main reason for Sirajud-Dowla's defeat was the refusal of Mir Jafar and his contingent in participating in the Battle of Plassey. The company made Mir Jafar the new ruler in return for a large sum of money, the zamindari of 24 parganas in Bengal and rights to free trade. The victory at Plassey transformed the company from a mere trading institution to a political force in Bengal. It also exposed the weakness of the Indian political system and began the process of British colonization of India. Mir Qasim refused to be a puppet ruler. He abolished custom duties on internal trade altogether so that the Indian merchants could also enjoy the same privileges as the British and attempted to check the misuse of the trade privileges by the British. He reorganized his army on European lines. He also attempted to improve the finances of Bengal. Worried by Mir Qasim's behavior, the East India Company replaced him with Mir Jafar. Mir Qasim then fled to Awadh. He entered into alliance with Nawab Sujau-ud-Dowla of Awadh and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II, who was then living in Awadh. The British defeated the combined forces at Buxar in 1764. By this victory, the British established unquestioned authority over Bengal, the considerable influence over the ruler of Awadh and the Mughal emperor. After Mir Jafar's death in 1765, the new Nawab of Bengal handed over the powers of military and criminal jurisdictions to the company. The dual government was introduced in Bengal, according to which the East India Company had all the powers but no responsibilities, whereas The Nawab had all the responsibilities but no powers. A severe famine struck Bengal in 1770, which destroyed about one third of its population. The East India Company provided no relief to the people of Bengal. This system of government lasted till 1772 when Warren Hastings, the Governor General at that time, brought Bengal under the direct control of the British East India Company and Calcutta was made the capital.